about investigating parallelograms using congruence. Prove that a parallelogram. Okay, so it's written in the bracket. What is a parallelogram? What is written here is telling you what is a parallelogram, but it also tells you what do you know. Okay, what information do you have? What do you know? So you know this is given. Okay, giving you that the opposite sides are parallel. That's the only information you know for a parallelogram. So give you a parallelogram, the only thing you know from that is both opposite lines are parallel to each other and has equal opposite angles. Okay, what I want to prove is given me that the two pairs of parallel lines and I want to prove that the opposite angle are equal. Let's draw let's draw any parallelogram. Okay, let's draw any parallelogram. Okay, when we label things, we need to label, well, clockwise or anti-clockwise doesn't matter, but you need to label all your letters in one particular order, like A, B, C, D, or A, C, A, D, B, C, like it needs to be in order. So I label it anti-clockwise, A, B, C, D here. So what do I know? Like according to this question, what do I know is given AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to CD. That's something given to us. AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to CD. That's something we know. Okay, what is asking? Ask to show angle B equals to angle D and angle A equals to angle C. This is what require us to do. Okay, the only thing given to us is AD parallel to BC and AB parallel to DC. And what it's asking is to use some rules to show that B equals to D and angle C equals to angle A. That is what it's asking. Okay, because that's the first one, I'll just show you what we should do. Okay, normally to show some angles are equal or some lengths are equal, the way we're trying to do is create two triangles. Okay, to create two triangles. I can draw a line connecting AC or I can draw a line connecting BD. Well, I will draw a line connecting AC first. Okay, so what can I see from this? I can see alternate angles because parallel line, what you can get from parallel line, you can get angles are the same. Okay, you can get angles are the same. So the first thing you should say, okay, this is not really our proof. I'll say because AD parallel to BC. Okay, because of that, so what I can get? So I can get this angle equals to that angle. Okay, so angle DAC equals to angle BCA. Okay, because parallel lines, alternate angle must be equal. Okay, then because of what? So those two angles must be equal. You need to make it clear. And then I will say because AB is parallel to CD. Okay, because of that, I can get this angle equals to this angle. Okay. So what I can say is, so angle BAC equals to angle DCA. Okay, everyone know that the opposite angle in the parallelogram are the same. But why they are the same? How you can prove, how you can show that the same? Because the only definition you get from parallelogram is two pairs of parallel lines. Then that's a parallelogram. Then how do you show the angle? You need to use congruent triangles to show it. Okay, so that's two angles already, right? This one angle equal, two angles equal, and also AC equals to CA. Because they are the same line. Okay, AC equals to CA, they are the same thing. Like, think about two triangles. AC is the length in the first triangle, CA is the length in the second triangle as well. So you just say AC equals to CA, they are the same length. So due to ASA, you have two angles equal already in the triangle. You also have one corresponding side equal, because see, AC is opposite to angle B, and AC is also opposite to angle D in the second triangle. Then it's the same pair. Okay, it's the same pair. So corresponding side equal, two angle equal. Then due to ASA, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle. Okay, I write ABC. A is the black angle, so I should write C first in the second one. AB, B is opposite to D, so CDA. Okay, as I said yesterday, you need to write those points in corresponding position. A is corresponding to C, B is corresponding to D, and C is corresponding to A. So ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. So in this one, I write the black angle first, and the empty angle, and then the green angle. So in the second one, I should write the black angle, which is the C, the empty angle is D, and then the green angle is A. So it is CDA. So they are congruent triangles. So what you can get from congruent triangles? In congruent triangles, all the corresponding angles and corresponding lengths are exactly the same. So what I can say is, therefore, angle B equals to angle D. Okay, because they are corresponding angles. You know that they are corresponding. And also, angle BAD equals to angle DCB. Okay, so this angle equals to this angle, because this equals to this equals to this. You're adding them, they are exactly the same. So you can see there are two same angles. So BAD is the same as DCB. That's the same as well, because it's the same two angles adding up together. That's how you can use congruent triangles to prove it. Okay, how you can use congruent triangle to prove. That reason for this is sum of two equivalent angles. It's the sum of two equivalent angles. Okay, this is called a proper proof. Okay, because of what? Every time you make a conclusion, you say something equals to something, you need to show why they are equal. You need to give me a reason. Because they're parallel, so the alternate angle are the same. That's a reason. Okay, because angle equals to angle, same pair equal and another angle equal, then they are congruent triangles due to ASA. Therefore, the corresponding angles are the same. Okay, the third corresponding angles are the same. So you need to give me clear reason and clear statement. That's a proper proof. Any questions for this one? There are other ways to prove it as well. Like for example, if you want to say the third angle are equal, because 180 degrees you add up sum 180 minus the other two, you should have the third one are the same. So 180 minus this angle minus that angle is the same as 180 minus this angle and that angle. So those two angles will be the same as well. So you can use different ways to prove it, but because we want to practice on congruent triangle, so that's why I use congruent triangle to prove that. Okay. B, think about B. B is asking, use the property that opposite side opposite side of parallelogram are equal to prove that the rectangle has diagonal of equal length. Okay, so what I want us to do is use the property that opposite side of parallelogram are equal. So use the property. So this is given to you. Okay, this is given to you. I better open another page here. Prove that a rectangle has diagonal equal. So what I will do is I draw a rectangle. Okay, draw a rectangle ABCD. Remember, rectangle is also parallelogram. Rectangle is also parallelogram. And I will draw two diagonal. Okay, draw the two diagonal. So what is given to us? Okay, what is given to us? What I know is AD equals to BC and AB equals to CD. And angle A equals to angle B equals to angle C equals to angle D equals to 90 degrees. Because it's a rectangle. Okay, tell you it's a rectangle. What is a rectangle? That 90 degrees. So give you that angle ABCD are 90 degrees, and also you know the opposite side. Use the property the opposite side are equal. Then all the opposite sides are the same. AB equals to CD and AD equals to BC. So that is given to you. What is asking? Ask to show AC equals to BD. Okay, to prove that the diagonal are the same. Okay, to prove that the diagonal are the same. So ask you to show that AC equals to BD. Okay, so normally, as I said, those type of questions are, we try to find two triangles, include the two lengths, what is asking, and then trying to prove they are congruent triangles. So, well, obviously the two triangles I want to use is triangle ABD and triangle like ABD and DCA. Okay, DCA. That's the two triangles I want to use. Okay, so this one, if you can see this one and this one. Okay, those two triangles. So very obvious what you can see is, because let's make all the reason clear. Because AB equals to CD, that's a side equal. And angle BAD equals to angle CDA equals to 90 degrees, because they are right angle triangle, and that's an angle equal. And also you have AD equals to AD. AD equals to DA, that's the same side. Okay, AD equals to DA, that's the same side. I'm not using AD equals to BC because I don't need it, because the two triangles I select doesn't include BC. See the two triangles I use? This one, okay, that green triangle, and the other one is this one. Okay, that two triangle. So what I use is AB equals to DC And then see the green line and the pink line, AD equals to DA, they are the same. And also the included angle are the same, which is 90 degrees. See, in between this line and this line, the angle is 90. In between this line and this line, angle is 90. So I'm using AD equals to DA. They are the same base. Okay, they have the same base. So that's another S. Due to SAS, so triangle ABD is congruent to triangle, okay, ABD and DCA. Okay, DCA should be the correct way to write it, the corresponding points. So DCA due to SAS. So therefore, AC equals to BD. Okay, they are corresponding pairs. They are the hypotenuse. They are the corresponding pairs. So AC equals to BD. Because they are congruent, therefore the corresponding lengths are the same. That's how you prove it. Okay, because of what? What is given. So therefore what? And they are congruent, and then therefore the corresponding lengths or corresponding angle are the same. So that's how to use proofs. How do you do proofs? Okay. Okay. What I want to do for the rest of 2 questions. Okay, we have 4 rows. Okay, I want the first row here to do example 2A, the second row to do example 2B, the third row to do example 3A, and the fourth row do example 3B. Okay, I want every group have one person come up and then show the proof here. I want to see if there anything we can improve. How do we use a formal way to do this proof? So every group have a discussion, and then someone come up, just write the answers up for me, please.